Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. Jermell Charlo. This is one of the reasons why Jermell Charlo need to shut that noise and all that crap he talking about Terrence Bud Crawford be clout chasing PBC fighters. Why? Because here you got Jermell Charlo, good fighter, everything and the whole nine, undisputed champion, sitting up here then to defend his undisputed titles for the first time. And this dude got a Zoom press conference. Let me say that again. Undisputed champion over there at PBC. And this dude is getting a Zoom press conference. Yet, Terrence Bud Crawford is clout chasing PBC fighters. And they don't even think enough of you to give you a proper press conference. And this is your first title defense as the undisputed champion. Think about that for a second. That's why Charlo talking the stuff that he talked, it don't make no sense when you being treated like that. It makes no sense for him to be treated like that. Y'all giving this undisputed champion, the only one really over there at PBC who's willing to handle their business and do whatever, and you guys are giving him a Zoom press conference. Undisputed champion, his first title defense. This how y'all treating him? Take a look. But yet Terrence Bud Crawford is clout chasing this? Stop it, Jermell. Stop it. Ain't no way in the world Jermell supposed to be treated like that. But I'm going to tell you why he is. You want to know why PBC and Al Heyman do Jermell like that? Because Jermell and Jamal does not have a demographic fan base. They fit in nowhere. That's why Al Heyman, PBC him, they're not spending no money on no press conference. To add on top of that, they don't like the whole undisputed thing over there at PBC. Al Heyman is against undisputed. In case you haven't figured it out. He doesn't like that. Not at all. He ain't into that. And this is the thing. I brung up plenty of times before. Jermell has expressed that he felt like he's been getting thrown under a bus a few times. I brought up the whole Erickson-Lubin fight where he went off because they was giving Lubin all the shine and basically recording. I forgot the little episode thing that they used to call. They was giving Lubin all the camera time, putting the main story behind him, pumping him on Showtime and stuff like that. He was talking about that. Another thing that Jermell talked about is about the lack of drug testing and how he went to PBC. He said, why aren't we drug tested for these fights? And he was like, yo, well, Jermell, you got to request that. He said, I ain't never had to request for no drug test. Now all of a sudden I got to request for the drug test. What's going on at PBC and Al Heyman? These are all problems that he has voiced before. And now he's sitting up here, undisputed champion, finna defend his titles with a Zoom press conference. That is such a shame because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is Al Heyman don't know how to promote anything. Truthfully, don't none of these promoters. I don't even know why we call them promoters because they don't promote nothing. But it's one thing for sure. Al Heyman doesn't know how to promote anything. And why is it even worse for Al Heyman? Because Al Heyman has the most marquee names, right? But he has a hard time promoting them. All you would ever have to do, and this is something that, again, I always said, all you have to do is take a good look at the Charlo twins. How do you have a set of fighters like the Charlo twins and they are not superstars? It's beyond me. They have all the elements for it. Besides, Jamal's lack of activity. They have all the elements for it. They have the attitude for it. They have the look for it. Everything is there for them. It could either be the love or hate effect, but either way, it gets eyes and asses in seats, whether they love you or whether they hate you. They both do the same thing. But the fact that he couldn't do that with them let me know that either he doesn't know what he has, he doesn't know how to go about doing it, or he doesn't care to do it. Whichever one that you want to choose. But there's no way the Charlos are not supposed to be big time. Twin champion boxers, and you can't sell that? Who's flamboyant, boisterous, sharp-tongued, wild, unforgiving? You can't sell that? So when you see Jermell sitting up here doing a Zoom press conference, the reasons why is he has no fan base. He doesn't have a market that he actually taps into. The Charlos and Jermell, they don't exactly tap into the Texas thing like Errol Spence is glued to the Texas thing. So since they have no audience, they don't spend no money on them. They tried to get them in a position where they can be like that. You know, when they had them headline their first show, when they dropped the ball on it. That was them giving them a chance to be like a Gervonta, Errol Spence, or a Deontay Wilder. Because truthfully, PBC is being held up by three guys. Wilder, Spence, Gervonta. And it's really Gervonta and Wilder. You know what I'm saying? But it's Wilder, Spence, Gervonta. Those are the ones who's really holding up and making PBC. And everything is really on Tank Davis's shoulder, to be honest. But this just lets you know that, number one, this guy doesn't know how to promote. He either doesn't know how, don't want to, or don't want to spend the money, whatever it is. Okay? And he doesn't understand what boxing fans really like. I don't think he cares for the most part. But that's why Jermell is sitting up here, undisputed champion at PBC, glorify all the belts, and he has a Zoom press conference. That's why people like Jermell need to shut that stuff down. You can say whatever you want about Crawford, but please don't take up the position talking about he's clout chasing or that you're bigger or above him. That's the crap that Errol getting caught up in. Okay? And the reason why I take to Jermell different, because you actually will walk the stuff that you talk. You actually don't duck people. You know what I'm saying? You actually is about that life. Really, he is. He's actually about that life. So that's why I don't want to see him taking up the talking points of Errol Spence the Ducker, because you'll actually go handle your business. But please don't take up the position of talking about Terrence Bud Crawford as if you are better than him and you are sitting up here on the Zoom press conference. You're not on the pound for pound list like him. Hell, you don't even have you don't even have your own. You can't even get your own press conference like he can get his own press conference. You don't make more money than him. All right. You're not revered in the boxing world higher than him. So, man, stop the bullshit. If anything, fighting Terrence Bud Crawford will help you out if you can etch him off. Just think about that for a second. It's an opportunity to propel yourself way higher than what you are right now. Because if you fight him, he will be the best name on your resume. In fact, from a casual standpoint and from a hardcore standpoint. So that take care of both ends, casual and hardcore. He will be the best guy on your resume for the casuals and the hardcore. That's what I'm saying. But of course, you know, you got Errol Spence out here trying to shut that fight down. But you know why that is. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a duck, I don't want nobody else to shine or get it. You know, different story, but a different day. But at the end, that's why you got Jermell sitting up here doing a Zoom press conference, and he's an undisputed champion, not treated with no kind of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like he needs this on top of him being fully ignored on the pound for pound list. Even his own promotional company don't give him his proper respect. Just something I want to highlight and touch on. That's my thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe.